Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Happy Sunday. Okay, it's almost a holiday. It's almost Labor Day. Hopefully, y'all all have the day off work tomorrow. I do. Thank God. Okay, I am back at work on Tuesday, but it is Sunday. We're going to rejoice and have a good time and get into some foolishness and some hot topics. Okay, it's really, the Tamar and Funky Dineva show because they back and forth or whatever. And yeah, I was going to go live yesterday to discuss the new developments. And Tamar out here trying to talk about a lawsuit. Girl, what is you doing? What is you saying? Okay. But I said, no, do it on Sunday. Okay, because that's just a thing to get into because there was no episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I said, we'll come today to get into all of the things on the social media streets. Okay, but y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already, take a second, make sure to like the video. Okay, like the video, it is always appreciated. Also, please make sure to subscribe to my channel around here. A good time is always had on the corner. Okay, JayLeesCorner. And so, yeah, go ahead and subscribe, okay? Now, look, it's been lives after lives and videos or whatever. So if you have not already seen other things, go watch them, okay? Go watch all the stuff. When I discuss Tamar and her going live, discussing Funky Child, I did not think that video would do so well. But if you have not seen it, go watch it. But today is about these things here, okay? Now, I am here and whatnot. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how is everyone I put lipstick on, chalk on my hair. Oh, on the weekend, Anyway, how y'all doing? Hello to my mods, my members, and everybody in between. Okay, y'all see the mods. Letting y'all know to please like the video, okay? Because if not, then why you here? Okay, don't be no hater and whatnot. Now we have some foolish things to discuss as well. Stuff going on in social media. Also, stuff is going on around the world and whatnot. And so yeah, make y'all subscribe. Okay? Because we like y'all to do that. Mm-hmm. Why you here if you're not doing that? Mm-hmm. But yeah, hi to everybody. Okay. So yes. Healthcare holidays are regular days. Oh, really? Because people, you don't, yeah, because we be sick. Look, for the folks having to work tomorrow, I hope your work day is really, really easy and nobody pisses you off, and you ain't gotta cuss nobody out. That's what I hope for anyone who has to work tomorrow on Labor Day. Because after Labor Day, the next holiday is until November. It isn't until Thanksgiving. Then not that child. Look, I got to use up some sick days. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna probably go tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the laundromat. Okay, we shall see. But I want to get into look, when I was trying to get my thumbnail together, child, I was like, what can I do? Because this is a random bunch of people. Okay. And it's hard because Porsha got me blocked. So I can't get pictures from Porsha's page. I can only Google her things. Girl, Porsha blocking me is kind of crazy. So I found Porsha in a light color thing or whatever. I found Tamar, one for old faces, and this little, I'm saying, little light brown outfit and whatnot. I found funky and this little cream and whatnot. I thought, oh well, let's do some light colors. Okay, bald headed Tyrese is always in white if you ask me. And I found Lizzo in a nice white outfit too. Okay. I did not feel like looking for Young Thug because I was like, for what? But either way that it goes, I'm glad the thumbnail came out looking cute because sometimes I be getting worried. I do. Yeah, I heard she blocked Empire, and I didn't look. I'm surprised Tamar ain't blocked me, but Tamar may not be looking for folk like that or whatever. But yeah, okay. Let's get into the thing because I want to be done about an hour and a half and stuff. So we shall see. Okay, let me share my page. Okay, from the Eye of the G, because if not, what we're gonna see. Now, I'm not gonna start with Tamar and Funky Dineva because that's the end. Okay, that's the grand resistance. Okay, that is the finale of it all. But we will get into them in 1 second. Okay, now I like all kind of things or whatever. So yeah. Now, and I did a bit of a backstory with them because I was like, wait a minute, I want to see what was said and why was it said and what. So let's do some crazy people around the world, okay, and what they doing that is crazy. Because we don't only have crazy drama filled foolish celebrities, we also have crazy real people in life, okay. Hence this lady right here. I'm actually on her side, okay. A 26-year-old Texas woman was arrested. Why? Because she robbed a man at gunpoint. However, it's because he owed her that money. And I feel like you should not be arrested for robbery if someone owes you the money and they ask you for it back forcefully. Okay, forcefully. So it says this, and it's a mess if you ask me. Okay, now per the Texas news, officers went to the home in Waco, Texas around 9 p.m. They said a man there said, "Hey, I was a victim of I was an armed robbery. She robbed me for my money. I am a victim. Help me." Okay, now it's an unknown man. We don't know how old he is or nothing like that, but he said a 26-year-old Jasmine Holly. Um, He spoke to her via social media app and admitted to setting up a meeting with her for $400. Okay, they met up at her house. Now, first of all, I don't want anyone coming to my house because I don't know y'all. Okay, like when I tell you, there's not many people who know where I live because I don't trust y'all. Okay, but again, her and this man meeting up verbally on an app, agreeing to meet up for $400. Okay, that means somebody was paying for a service. Okay, now I know before they said coochie cost $40, she said no, 400. I don't want $40. I want $400. Okay, so man went over there to her house. Okay, he went to her house after agreeing to come over there for or with $400. Okay, and then she found out he only had 50. Okay, he only had 50. Now, first of all, if we already agreed to something costing 400, don't show up with $50 because you ain't gonna get it. Whatever it was paying, a tattoo, a hair weave, coochie, head, Legos, Jello, a blunt cake, whatever you thought was gonna cost you 400 bucks, you can't get it for 50. Okay, you can't. It's just not gonna work. Okay, that ain't what it costs. It costs more money than that. Okay, so again, she got there. She realized, oh, he only has 50 bucks. Okay, so she allegedly grabbed the gun. Okay, did not point it at him, but let him see, hey, gun right here. Where my money at? Let's go get my money. Now I'm wondering, had she already performed whatever it was that was supposed to cost $400. If she already cooked the food, I mean, she can keep the food. You know what I'm saying? If she did a tattoo, I mean, make the tattoo look stupid. Just draw over the tattoo, okay? There's a few things that you can do that you can't take back once you've given it. Once someone has given you certain things that you can't get back, there is no way to rectify the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because once the juices is flowing of the meat and the juices is out around here, what you gonna do? Okay. So again, I want my money. Okay, let's go get the rest of the money because why you owe it to me. Okay, so they went to an ATM machine and he tried to get out 200 bucks. Car declined. He broke. Okay, he broke. He'd have had a 200. Okay, ATM machine said ain't no money in here. Okay, but then went to a different location and the car would decline again. Okay, so she made the man drive to his house and go in the house and get the other 350. Okay, go in your house in some kind of way, scrounge up 350. Okay, he came back out, gave her the 350. She then said, now she pointed the gun at him. Nothing. She pointed the gun and said, you know what? I want another $500. Okay, I want another 500. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want me to hurt your family, because I now know you stay at, give me my money. Okay, and that made him call the police. Now, my thing is this: the robbery is not for the 400. I think the robbery is for the additional 500 she wanted to not do whatever to his family. Now, clearly, they were not friends. Clearly, this was an app. This was a social media app that connected people to make friendly deals with each other. Okay? And once you got your $400, ma'am, you should have went home. Because to me, if I had proof that you was going to pay me $400 and I wanted my money, that ain't robbery. That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. But once you said, hey, I want another 500, I think that's where the whole robbery thing happened. Okay. So again, he called the police because she said, if you don't give me another $5, I may come back and do stuff. And so he went in the house and called the police. Okay. And she was arrested and charged with aggravated robbery. They found the 350 and a gun in the bra. Okay. And she's currently being held on a $50K bond for a different incident of a charge for driving while drunk with an underage child. So one, she's not responsible. Okay, you're not responsible. One is it sound look. I don't know if she's a chef. Maybe she sells ganja. Maybe she sells oils. I don't know. But once you wanted more than the agreed upon $400, that becomes a robbery. Okay. But again, stop playing with people. If you come to my house for a reason and it costs what it costs, pay what you weigh. Also, I'm not giving up nothing. I'm not giving up product without payment. I'm not letting anyone into my docile, okay, for any unless the agreed upon funds have been funded. Even if I'm selling garlic powder, okay, I'm not giving up the garlic powder until you pay for it. And if you don't have the money, then you can go. But the only way I'm gonna force you to give me what you owe me is if I've already done the deal. I'm just saying. So yeah, now she's in jail. So sad, so sad. Okay. More now this happened here. Okay. Now I had seen this story a couple days ago, and I was like, "What happened here?" So they were saying that a kid was kidnapped from McDonald's. I said, "No, you kidnapping kids from?" And I'm like, "And it's on the ring camera." Okay. So ring camera caught this teenager who was being forced to a house. Okay, the person forcing her had a whole a gun and stuff. I don't. I need people to understand everywhere you go in today's society, somebody 8 times out of 10, there's a camera somewhere watching you. It is impossible for you to walk down a full block street in 2025 and there's not something or someone catching you on camera. Either the gas station, someone's house, a school building, the police, I don't know who. Okay, there's ring cameras everywhere. Okay, so fools took the girl, forced the girl to get to a house. And knocking a camera down don't matter. Okay. I also need y'all to know knocking a camera down once you walked up to the house, it's already sent you. Okay. So 6 people have now been charged with kidnapping. Okay. Beating up this girl over a missing 20K. Now, first of all, 20K is a lot of money. Is it cash? Is it cash? When you get cash? Is it tax free? So it's crazy. They're facing charges over kidnapping a teenage girl from McDonald's. First of all, why did no one stop them at the McDonald's? Okay, took her from McDonald's when she was working to the house, beat her up over a missing 20K. The teenager just left fast food restaurant with her food when the group confronted her. One suspect allegedly pointed a gun at her and ordered her in the car. There's proof that she's being forced because it's the picture is here. She don't look like she want to go.
Welcome. We're glad you came by. We'll be there in a moment.
So there's proof that she was forced. Okay, for that. The group demanded information about a woman and 20K in cash. Now, I'm like, where the 20K at? Because who got it? And who's the woman? The woman ain't even the kid. I don't think they be. Anyway, the girl did not have any answers. Okay, they took her to 2 different houses. Okay, and beat the girl up. Now, look, I'm still wondering who got the 20K. Okay, beat the girl up, kicking her badly and whatnot. Okay, threatening to kill her and whatever. And they did not tell her, what happened to this money. Some kind of way the police was called. Okay, police like, oh, what's going on? Arrested people. I need people to get. You can't be kidnapping people, hold people at ransom. It's stupid. It's dumb. And no, where the 20K at? They arrested the 6 people, found guns, well, multiple guns. Okay, it was for Tierra Marie Davis, Tiana Marie Chandler, Dernisha Deland Watson, Lord, is it Jamar Brown, Jordan Dale Charles, just read their name, Jordan Dale Charles Mason, and then Armani Ayana something Porfield. They're all facing extortion, unlawful imprisonment, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, that's the murder, and weapons charges. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because the amount that all y'all gonna pay in lawyer fees and bond fees and restitution fees, and I'm gonna sue your ass because once you beat me up and kidnap me, I'm gonna sue you. And if I never get nothing, neither will you. Neither will you. So I just need people to stop. You know what I'm saying? To stop being dumb because it's stupid shit around here. Okay, this lady is dumb as well. A lady left the baby on a father's doorstep in the middle of the night and said, "I don't care, call CPS on me." Now, ma'am, why did you knock on the door? Okay, a fed up woman in Texas is facing felony charges after she allegedly left a baby outside the dated apartment in the middle of the night. Now, my thing is this: I'm all for um take the baby. I'm all for leaving a child with somebody else to care for the child because you was overwhelmed. But you can't leave babies on doorsteps at night and not tell somebody. Okay, okay. Police were called from the apartment building in Waco on August 20th after the child's father reached out. He told them he got a series of texts from the lady named Bailey around 2 a.m., letting him know his baby was outside. The father admitted he didn't notice the text until around 2:45, which meant the baby was outside for about 40 minutes. Why would you not at least wait for him to respond to the text so that you know he knows the baby outside? I feel like knock on the door, make a ruckus. Okay, I would be pissed. Bugs be outside, animals be out. What if a dog just walked up? And you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen for 40 fucking minutes, okay? The lady was a bit crazy and whatnot. I said, the lady appeared to be done with the situation. She wrote, "Come and get your baby. She at the door. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow. I don't care. Call CPS on me. Get your kid, bro." I don't know what he did. I don't know what she did. I just feel like I don't mind you wanting to lead a child in the custody of the other parent. You have to make them aware. You can't just leave the baby and say, "Hey, I don't care no more. She outside." How you know I'm at home? What if I'm gone? What if I'm dead? What if the man was in there dead and he ain't know and the baby was out the child? Look, again, stupidness be happening all over the world. If you don't want your baby no more, or if you want to babysit, you can't leave. First of all, at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's not even safe. 2 p.m. maybe, but not 2 a.m. But again, people is crazy, and I don't be trying to do that. Child, this may be Tamar went to. Florida woman was arrested for pretending to be a dentist and using nail glue for veneers. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this with all due respect to rich people, poor people, or whatever, or whatever. Usually, if you're paying someone for some kind of, hookup price, on a low price, it's usually fake. It's either fake or it's not legal of some sort. You should not do that with anything with your body, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your coochie, your booty hole, whatever. Stop trying to get a cheaper version of things that could kill you. Okay. So, lady was arrested. Again, she was using nail glue for veneers. Okay. Um, 35-year-old Emily Martinez operated under the name It's the Veneer Lady. First of all, that don't even sound right. It's the Veneer Lady sound like a scam. The same way we know there are tax preparers who do fake taxes to get people extra money, but they always get arrested. When someone say their name is the Veneer Lady, the lady probably lying. Okay, so that was her name on social media. And she was advertising cheap smile makeovers inside a strip mall beauty bar. Okay, clients say she promised affordable veneers and long-lasting results, but what they got was glue, pain, and thousands of dollars in unexpected medical bills. Long-lasting don't mean nail glue. Just saying. Now, since one victim ended up in the ER after Martinez, she used nail glue to attach veneers inside the mouth, which caused pain that required urgent dental. Girl, is that what happened to Tamar? Is that the Tamar have glue veneer in it? Girl, anyway. That's insane. Okay. Another customer paid over $1,600 for veneers. Veneers will never cost $1,600. I need people to understand the reason why stuff be cheap is because it's not good. Okay, anyone getting even $1,600, if you pay that amount of money, whatever pain you get is your fault. Is your fault. Is your how much does veneers cost? The cost of dental veneers simply range from $500 to $2,500 per tooth. Okay, per tooth. So I don't understand why people think that they can get, if one tooth costs up to $2,500, why would you think you can get a full face of the teeth for $600 anyway? The customer paid $1,600 for veneers that kept falling out because they were chiclets. Okay, when they went back to repair, Martinez re-glued them twice before cutting off all contact. You know what? I really can't even blame the fake dentist, because y'all were dumb enough to go back. If I pay you $600 and my teeth keep falling out, I'm not going back to you. You re-glued into girl anyway. Police also say she charged up to $3,000 for full veneer sets, claiming they would last years, even though she had no license or proper training. She was arrested and charged for practicing industry. Either way it go, she's done. If you see her, don't go. Veneers should never be cheap. Stop, look, y'all. Stop finding cosmetic surgery people on social media. Just Google their ass and be sure they're real, because she was the. Also, I don't know this man, but I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, because he was very, very plus size and he was performing somewhere on stage. He was on the couch, and I kept thinking to myself, who bring the couch on the stage for him? But he's a rapper. And his girlfriend said he keep cheating on me.
Yeah, all the hoes. Like, I'm not gonna name no bitches, but this, that. Like, at least 4 bitches like this. Like, but I'm here and I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
So basically, there's a little bit of trust issues.
I have a question.
This nigga got all the hoes. Like, I'm not gonna name no bitches, but this, that. Like,
you know, look, I don't watch the 600-Pound Life show, but I've seen like clips of it. And I always wonder, when people who aren't mobile demand stuff, I don't see how they get it. Because if you can't physically walk somewhere without someone taking you, how will you get what you get? So he's in a wheelchair here. He's sitting in a wheelchair right here, and I just felt in my bones, if he can't physically move himself, sorry, not sure, he's sitting in some kind of big ass chair. I don't know what kind. But so do the women come over there? Because where is he going to cheat? That's a hell of it's a trip to get there, okay? And what I mean is, you allowing him to cheat on you when clearly he can't move fast enough to duck and dodge anything. Okay, I don't get it. And then the women coming to cheat, I was like, really? What kind of cheating? Like sexual? And where you staying? And look, people of all shapes and sizes need love too. But you not gonna have me sitting around here, okay, and I have to help you do everything, and you gonna cheat on me with four different women, and then who the different? Do they not? Maybe take four of them to make one. I don't know. He's a rapper who keeps trying to start beats for engagement. He went at 50. Why you go 50 Cent?
Like, I'm not gonna name no bitches, but this, that, like at least 4 bitches. Like, it's like, but I'm here and I'm there.
Pull a tink tink. Okay, you know how. You know he's laughing because in life he's probably depressed. He's probably really because look he does not look comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like any enjoyment he get is probably all his enjoyment or whatever. But I need if you can fuck for hoes behind my back, you can walk around the house and lose some weight. Cause can't no one tell me that she's not having to do everything for him in the house. I'm not doing everything for you in the house and getting cheated on. That's just stupid. But again, dumb shit happen on all days and all ways. Now, I don't know this lady right here, but Offset had posted this on the thing or whatever. Now, she's a tall lady, okay? They was around there in some location or whatnot. And it seemed like she's a person who does stuff for attention, okay? She's very, very tall. And I think her content is, I'm going to walk around and show how tall I am regarding other folks who not that tall, okay? So she was around here walking, stood up, okay? She's a good 7 feet tall, okay? Thick young lady. Okay, and then this thing Offset was right here. Okay, and he looking like, wait a minute, what's going on now? Hold on now. Why? And when anyone walks up to us with cameras out, all we know is a scheme. It's a scheme that Ty set up to bring the bullshit. Okay, so you can tell Offset can tell something's up. Okay, something's amiss. What am I getting punked? Where is Ashton Kutcher? Why are y'all walking up to me with cameras rolling and laughing? Okay. He's seeing a tall woman. He said, nope, I gotta go. He walks away. You wonder why? I don't want to be in your whatever shit you selling or whatever you're trying to do. I gotta go. Okay. So she posted and said that one time I intimidated Offset. And y'all know I don't like Offset too much sometimes. Okay. The way Offset treated his wife, it would never sit right with me. I think his new album was really, really nice, but I was like, So because she then took said clip and then said, I intimidated Offset, he said, no one. Now, first of all, Offset spelled it wrong. He spelled intimidation wrong. Intimidation is not a word. Okay. He just, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to say no intimidation, just ain't want to be a real for clout. And even though Offset gets on our nerves in time, he saw Todd coming to him with the bullshit and walk away. He was smart because again, whatever you're doing, I don't want to be in it. I'm gonna walk away. You didn't intimidate me at all. I gotta go, bitch. Okay. Don't walk up to me trying to get my attention, trying to get my reaction. I'm in enough bullshit with my ex-wife and the divorce, and I want to pause. Okay, and that's why some celebrities don't like even being engaged with fans or engaged with people who are not, you know what I'm saying, they click or whatever. So, I mean, he spelled the word wrong, but we knew what he meant. Okay, so because she didn't get the attention she wanted from the post she posted with him, she made another post.
Cloud. Like if somebody forced you to run away from me in the street. Like, what do you mean cloud? I was just recording my interactions. I was in a public space. Listen, if you're intimidated, that's okay. Like, that's okay. Men know their own limitations. But don't call it something that is not. I don't care who you are. Like,
So you can say that he was intimidated by you, but you were upset because TC was clout chasing. To me, yeah, she's a very tall woman, very very tall. Okay, she looks gorgeous. She do, you know, because he put clout sucks. And to me, whenever you try to post someone for engagement, that is a form of one clout. It is. I gotta go. I don't know you, ma'am. Okay. Now again, she does it a lot where she shows how tall she is compared to other people who are not as tall or whatever. Again, this is no disrespect. She's an Amazon. Amazon is the way that we say women are, thick, tall, luxurious, and whatnot. Again, she's 6'8". She's 6'8". That's tall. It's very, very tall. But Austin said, "Nah, bitch, not me, not today. I want. I don't want to be in it. Okay, leave me." And then what did she do? Tagged. Oh, I said, "Don't no clout. I don't want it." Yes, it was clout. It was. It was. It was. When when Futurama went to the Amazon planets, and they were like, child taking the men's and banging them or whatever, it was crazy. But I do feel like it was clouds. I do. And maybe if you do that with other people, it's not a big deal or whatever. But all you know what I'm saying? God. Maybe when she does that to regular people, they're like, "Oh my God." But Offset probably felt like, I'm a celebrity. I don't know where this can go. I don't want anyone accusing me of doing it. I gotta walk away. Because he is a celebrity. So I mean, leave me alone. Okay. He don't want no snoo. Anyway, let's get to some of the regular stuff with my thumbnail stuff. Okay. My thumb, what you know what? It's all the rest of my thumbnail stuff. Let me be sure. I think it's all this is all thumbnail stuff. But y'all know first, one thing. You've been 30 minutes on, so take 30 seconds, okay, and like the video. And we're back. Okay, see, quick little like the video always works. You may forget to like it, but you should not. Okay, let's get to y'all know funky numbers last. Rick Ross has a new girlfriend, but does he always have a new girlfriend around here? A part of me feel like he always has a little snoo on the side somewhere, waiting for him. So this new girlfriend, Jasmine Kendrick, they was on a red carpet around here, okay? And people were saying, "Oh, she kind of sunned you because you kind of went in for a kiss," and she said, "Nah, I'm not." You know what I'm saying? And they were saying, she curved the kiss he wanted. Now, this dude looked like give me a kiss, and she said, "Nah, you funny." You know what I'm saying? Now, it could also mean, "Hey, what you say? I don't know. I don't know. It." It could be both things. It could be, I want to be funny with you, ha 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 ha, and I don't want to be a PDA person. And maybe they're not dating like that. Maybe they not kissing in public and whatnot. I don't know. But it do feel like it was a no. But a nice no. I'm gonna back up because I don't want to kiss you. Okay, so on the thing, she posts herself giving him a kiss. Now, my thing is this: giving someone a kiss on the cheek, child. That's we kiss babies on the cheek. To me, you can't prove a relationship by kissing. No. But that's his girlfriend. She was cooking some food for him as well. It's probably look. He probably owe her $400 or $4,000. I don't know, but it feel a bit. I paid. I'm being paid for my time. I'm around here. We having a good time or whatever, but I'm not mouth kissing you right now. But she wanted to post. I see. I kissed him. I kissed him. I didn't kiss him here. I didn't kiss him right here, but I kissed him later on his cheek. And maybe they're not a couple. Maybe she is chef. Anyway, if y'all care, that's that man, new little lady. Claudia Jordan, they were saying that she was going to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami, but she came out and said it's not true. She posted on Twitter and said she's not going to do that. Now, I don't know why she's doing green screen for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Maybe it's a special they're airing. She's giving commentary. Maybe it is a clip show and she's going to be talking about things. I don't know. But I'm like, she live in Dallas. She don't live in Miami. So I don't know why she would be on Miami. But someone like the makeup folks said, hey, I'm doing her makeup for the season. But I don't see her being on there because why? So yeah, there was that. Okay. I'm not girl bye. 21 Savage and Lotto. Lotto has long discussed having a boyfriend, but no one ever sees him. Not for years, child. They have rumored that her boyfriend is 21 Savage. They keep saying he married, but not to her. But they was on a little trip, and people are swearing that is her and him. Now I said I don't know what razor phone from 1999 that was used to get this footage. I have no idea. This is the worst footage I have ever seen of people in 2025. Okay. And I also feel like this has to be an Obama phone. Okay. This has to be a Metro PCS minute phone. Okay. Now the man, it could be him. I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be not. I'm not sure. I do think that's Lotto. There was another picture that somebody else posted that it was her there. Was it him? I think it was him in the same place. And the people said we shoot that too. I don't know why it's a big issue to put them together. It's weird, okay? But they say, oh, they was caught together and whatnot. They're a couple. Look, if they want to keep hiding, let them have a life in peace. What I do know is it do look like that person has a tattoo in the middle of their forehead, like 21 Savage has. So sometimes a tattoo on your forehead lets you know is you. But we shall see. Comments still go with Jennifer Hudson. I think Common and Jennifer Hudson are two individuals who never want to get married. And so they will probably make a great couple. I think every woman he's been with before wanted like marriage, wanted children. I think Common don't want that. And I think he'll sometimes act like he do and then just go along to get along or whatever. But then once he say, well, I don't really want marriage. I don't really want kids. Because he had an old, like a grown daughter. And, Jennifer Hudson was with Diego Tongu for like years. They was engaged for years and never got married. And they have a son together as well. So I feel like they're both from Chicago, both different in common. We shall see, but they still go together. They're a couple, they look happy, but again, Common has a pattern of being like great, loving relationships, and then they break up. You know what I'm saying? And each person he's kind of been with after him kind of moves on to like these real stable situations. And so part of me feel like Common is, and marriage is not for everyone. So Common does not have to get married. You know what I'm saying? But if you know that ain't what you want, make that known up front. So that way, whoever you're with knows, marriage is not an option for us. But that does not mean we can't have a loving, co-mingling relationship. Okay? Because yeah, they go together still. Now, will it what if it's going great right now? That's what matters. It's great right now, and we love that for them. Monique Samuels is back on this season of Housewives of Potomac. And when they were showing the what's the picture? When they were showing the photos of the ladies for Monique, hold on. For Monique, they used the photo, her last photo from back 5 seasons prior. They did not get a new photo for her. And people like, why did they have a new photo? Well, Monique said they asked and I declined. I didn't have time for all that. I feel like once you are coming back to a TV show and they're trying to do, promotion for it or whatnot, girl, take your ass down in a green outfit and take a picture. If you agreed to do the show, why not? When she said I did not have time, I don't think she meant like the time for it. I think she meant I am a friend of, I'm not really on the show like that. I don't want to go and do extra for my friend of role. And I think them using her old picture and made her dress green was fine. Okay. But I was also like, girl, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But you can't sign on to do a show and then want to be difficult and not take a picture for it. You know what I'm saying? Then don't do the fucking show. Just saying. The new season will be airing. What's the air? October 5th. Okay, there are 2. We got Giselle, her green. Okay, Ashley and her, I don't like her. Wendy. Okay, Kierna is there this season. I love Stacy. I do. A newbie who name I don't know. Oh, Angela is a newbie, and then Tia is a newbie. They're 2 new flute holders. Monique is back. Okay, and then Jazz is also a friend of. Being the season airs on October 5th, I think I will. Well, no, I will be reviewing the season. So yeah, I saw the trailer, which looked good. So we shall see. I'm gonna touch on Cardi B. So Cardi denied pregnancy rumors a couple weeks ago. She denied being pregnant. And since I have been watching her court case, Cardi absolutely 2 things. Cardi does look like in some of her pictures and some of these videos, like there's a little bump. Okay. However, Cardi just had her daughter, the Blossom daughter. No, Blossom is not even a year. She's walking slower. She's being more, but it could be heels. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to fall down the stairs. I have been watching for, y'all know, usually I'll say, I do think Cardi's pregnant. At the same time, I also think it could just be that she hasn't lost all the weight from the baby, from baby Blossom. It could be stress. I don't know. A lot of folks have brought up how she has been wearing more. She's not wearing clothes that like show off her stomach, and usually she do. Usually Cardi B is very much so boom boom pow in what she wears. She has not done that so much. A part of me do feel like Cardi's pregnant. And if she is, we know it's by Stefan Diggs. But again, I also feel like because it's the 3rd baby, Blossom is not. I think Blossom may be 7-8 months at this point in time. I think it could just be her body, adjusting to the third baby. It could be either or. It really could be either or. I'm not sure. When I seen pictures of Cardi, because she's over there for like Fashion Week or whatever, and there was a look of her in like all black or something, and I'm like, oh, well, that's, what I'm saying, it's cute. But folks was like, was she wearing all black? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is really a wait and see. I think with Culture, with Wade, and with Blossom, we knew Cardi was pregnant. I think it was a little bit different or whatever. Child, she grown. Stefan Diggs is a very handsome man. I think he looks good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hashtag Cardi B, because when I seen her, girl, ain't no Cardi B hashtag. Why can't I hashtag Cardi B? Let's see. Even in court when she's like walking, it's because what she's wearing doesn't match her typical style. Even in court, we've seen her in court before, and she's never been so covered up. And I think that's the difference in folks feeling, nah, she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And if she is, that's a lady business. You know what I'm saying? I think she's getting divorced. See, like this, the suit she's wearing, the stuff she's wearing just looks like, okay, I don't know. What she's wearing seems as if she's not, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, in court, you don't want to be dressed or is this the thing she was in Balenciaga? No, it's not. In court, you don't want to be so, even if the suits look oversized, almost like zoot suits. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fabric and whatnot. And usually when the button is right above the belly, is to give, leeway for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, again, I'm not shaming her. I'm not her cooch. I don't know. It ain't my vagina or my pregnancy. I'm just saying, I usually notice, and I've been noticing it, and I will try my best to ignore it. I promise you, I'll try my best to ignore it. But she was at a Balenciaga show. Let me Google it. She was at a Balenciaga show. Let's see, Cardi B, the Balenciaga show, and the only difference was, let's see videos. Hold on. The only difference was, I said, see, she's in all black, and she, you know what I'm saying? But some folk would say because it's so much ruching around her waist, I don't know. I want to replay it. Some folk was like, it's because it's ruching around her stomach. It's a lot of fabric around her. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually on point with it. She is, and I'm telling you how I know. When she was talking about being disabled because of pregnancy, because on the stand she did say, when I'm pregnant, I'm disabled. She did speak it in a bit of present tense, because people have been asking recently if she was pregnant, on like different blogs or whatever, and she was on a live. I'm not pregnant, bitch. I just can't breathe because I'm tired. It's my or whatever. It's my asthma. Okay. She was giving reasons as to why, whatever. So she was absolutely denying it. But child, we shall see. I'm trying to find out how does Blossom? Blossom ain't but child. She ain't a year yet. So we gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see what happened. See Cardi's kids. How old is Cardi B's daughter? Blossom. Blossom was born in September. So Blossom will be a year. Blossom was born in September 2024. So she'll be a year, next month. If she's pregnant, she looked like if she's pregnant, she looked like she could be about 4, maybe 5 months pregnant with that man baby. And TMZ ain't shit saying Cardi be bumping around. So I don't feel bad for her as if oh, poor Cardi. I feel bad because I know if she's pregnant and once it comes out publicly, people gonna shame her because she's still legally married. She's going through a divorce. And folk is going to run that into the ground. Oh, she got pregnant by that man while still being married to Offset, and I can't believe la 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 la. Whatever. They not getting back together. She is in a relationship with Stefan Diggs, and she knows what she's gonna do. So we shall see. But I don't know. I think she's pregnant, but I'm like, she also could just be, you know what I'm saying? She could have had a sandwich. She could have had a sandwich. Because who knows? Sandwiches be sandwiching, okay? Where's Tyrese at? Did I say Tyrese? Okay. Well, no, Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X daddy said, child, my son, okay? He said, look, I'm crying for my son. And I do think seeing your child behind bars, on trial, before a judge and all that stuff, he see him say he cries in his son behind bars, brings meltdown on pressure of the music industry and his mother's drug addiction. I think, Lil Nas X is very young. And I think sometimes we don't, how old is Lil Nas? How old is Lil Nas X? How old is Lil Nas X? He is 26 years old. Okay. And I feel like he's been in the industry for, like, Old Town Road came out in 2019. So, he was 20 when he was shot to stardom, around here. So a part of me feel like, who knows what stressors of the industry he had, because he had all that fame. And then, I think he hasn't matched the same height of fame from that one song. So it could have been a lot on him. But the day he said he's been speaking out in defense of his son after he was arrested, blah, blah, blah. He spoke with the Sunday Times and said he believed the incident stemmed from pressure of the entertainment industry. He's a gospel singer himself. He understands the ins and outs of the industry, blah, blah, blah. It's like a high. When you get to that level, you want that drug again. You want to hit that high again. He believes that Lil Nas X is facing the pressures and blah, 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 blah. In addition to that, he said also because the mama was on drugs too. I had stuff. Once you get in the industry, you have to have a sound, strong foundation around you. Otherwise, it will eat you up. And he was a young black man, a young black gay man, who was very much so expressive in different ways. He got many backlash about his content and whatnot. So it could have been him just falling victim to the pressures. However, I also feel like with them knowing that, keep a better eye on him so that hopefully it doesn't get worse. Because we've seen people get swallowed up. And we do not want that to happen to Lil Nas X. I also hope Lil Nas X stops trying to be gimmicky. He's so talented. And I think he's caught up in trying to have that shock value, and that ain't gonna work. So get it together. But again, I'm happy that it's like I'm praying for my son, I'm with my son or whatever, and we're gonna help my son. Point blank, period. Okay, that's great. Very, very great. Young Thug got out of prison. Technically beat that Rico case. I feel like once you get off, stop trying to run back to old snitching. I think you got off. Whatever anybody did, leave it be. And plus, not only that, I feel like, don't you know, when you were in jail, don't have no kind of conversations. Like, nothing you say on the jail phone is private. Okay? Nothing you say on a jail phone is private. So I feel like the fact that a jail card leaked of him talking about a gunner is stupid. I would have never been in jail talking on a jail phone about somebody else in my camp.
But this what he did. He made, which they still got to prove the shit though, which I don't think they're gonna ever be able to prove because it's just not a game. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crimes in furtherance of the game. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full blown lie. I know individuals on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Like you committed just so you can say slime did. Like that's real. That's what Rico is. That's Rico. So if a nigga get found guilty on Rico, nigga, you really you got a nigga life took, nigga.
Yeah.
And you are 100% black. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. No, only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the fuck is you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Nigga, you just made it a motherfucking Rico case. You just made it the case.
First of all, I feel like Thug may forget, nigga, you was arrested. Before anyone testified on trial, you was arrested for the Rico case. So they already had evidence of the Rico. I don't know why it seemed like or it feel like Thug blamed Gunna so tough. And Gunna got out, made some music. Gunna got out and said, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna make my music. I'm make my money. I'm gonna leave me. I didn't snitch on nobody. I didn't do shit. And it almost feel like while Thug was locked up, he was upset because the Gunna was out and he wasn't. You know. And I want Thug to go make some music. Go do something.
Yeah. All these charges that they got on everybody in this case, 180 some charges. Ain't now one of these charges showing you that somebody committed a crime in furtherance of a game. That's what they got to prove. They got to prove that these people who killed these people, you did it to make YSL bigger. Not you did it because he shot at you or y'all shot at each other or whatever reason it is. They trying to prove that you did it in furtherance of a game. You did it to make your game bigger. They can't prove no shit like that. Ain't nobody committed no crime to make no game bigger because to make no fucking game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So for you to say that, it's just like, boom, now you got a nigga who they say a big dog of this shit saying it, agreeing to it, pleading guilty to it.
Whoever he talking to is fully aware they're recorded, and he ain't saying shit. Like, yeah. Like he know, nigga, it's recorded.
Now nigga gotta fight you in court, bro. And you lying. That's 100% lie. You don't know nobody on that motherfucking case but me, and Duke, nigga. The only 3 people you know on the case. So who the fuck is you talking about? No folks made you lie. No folks said, nigga, YSL money in. Let me say, yeah, man, nigga.
Yeah, fuck that nigga, bro.
Nigga, get out of jail. Somebody goddamn.
No, shout out goddamn.
Like, man, what? I just feel like I'd rather die before I lie on somebody. I don't give a fuck what's going on. And I don't give. You can't take what God ain't putting you in no situation you can't take. Man, sit your ass down somewhere, bro. Sit down.
When someone say, "Hey, just sit down in jail," okay, so that means don't tell on me, don't tell on you. Go to jail for it. You know, they're gonna look. I ain't going for no damn body. Wasn't my mama and DJ for sure. But again, I want Thug to go sit down somewhere and leave it be. Make some music, get his hair retwisted. And the fact that Gunna looks so different after jail made Gunna handsome. And I don't know why. Because I don't know that man. Tyrese. So what I got left? Let me see. I be forgetting. What I left? Oh no, where Tory Lanez at? What little Lanes? Lil Wayne is always in something. Okay, so y'all know the whole debacle of Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion is still going on, because it's court stuff, it's deposition stuff and whatnot. But it came out. Okay, Tory Lanez's legal representation is accused of rolling blunts, threatening to urinate and disrupt the deposition. I'm like, now why would you do that? Now, why would you do that? I said the representative for Tory has come under fire after allegedly smoking the marijuana during the deposition. Now, first of all, a deposition is literally a legal proceeding. Okay? It is a legal proceeding. Even if you were there via Zoom, via camera, whatever, it's still a full-fledged court situation. Okay, I need folks to know that, okay? But again, his legal representation has been accused of smoking weed during the deposition. Per the court filings, Cesar McDowell, the CEO, okay, of United People, the legal nonprofit that has been working on his case, conducted himself in an extremely cruel fashion. He allegedly rolled a cigarette filled with a substance resembling marijuana during questioning, then smoked it during a break. Now, first of all, why is you rolling weed on the court's time? Now, why would you do that? Again, because no one really rolls their own cigarettes that much like that no more, whatever. But to roll a cigarette filled with a marijuana-like substance and then smoked it, no, that's just stupid. Okay. Megan's attorney described his behavior as utterly disrespectful. Claimed he also demanded painkillers, made offensive remarks, and abruptly left mid-questioning. McDowell reportedly said, I don't remember over 350 times. I don't know 170 times, and I don't recall 43 times. Her team accused him of giving 550 evasive non-answers that made meaningful testimony impossible. Child, deflect. Okay, the court finally argued that McDowell's behavior is part of a broader scheme to prevent the court and jury from learning the truth about their defamation campaign. Judges ordered McDowell to sit for a second deposition before September 22nd, because the trial was in November. Tory Lanez and his team and his people, I feel like they are trolls. Tory's a troll, his team are trolls, his fans are trolls, and it's weird that they keep doing stuff to disrupt the proceedings. And it make y'all look stupid. It don't make Tory look any less innocent or guilty. Well, it make him look more guilty. It does make him look more guilty. But I feel like you're helping Megan's side case by how hard y'all are being to be at a deposition rolling weed and say, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't recall. You what are you here for? If you don't know nothing, for what? So I hope all of the disruption that Tory's side brings, this makes them fall deeper and deeper in the hole of you did that shit. You did it and we don't like it. Tyrese was around here. Y'all, to me, Tyrese is the male version of Tamar in a way. Meaning Tyrese is a very talented individual who can sing, who can act, who is personable on most accounts sometimes, but sometimes get himself pulled into drama in one way or the other. Now, where Tamar likes to use messy things to get attention, Tyrese was on here crying, child. Okay, the full video was about 20 odd minutes of him crying. But he was, God is so good. God is so good to me.
Another crying video.
At least he had tears. When Tamar was crying, she had no tears. You know, if you're gonna cry on camera, we need tears.
This one is different. Here we go, crying on the internet again, right? No. A gratitude cry. A good old heart full of gratitude. I'm not the reason I didn't file for bankruptcy. Just last week. I'm not the reason that some way, somehow, all of these legal fees that have stressed me out, all of the legal fees that I owe my ex, somehow showed up.
Now, in the 20-odd minute video he did, he never said where the money came from, how he got the money, or whatever. But he was discussing, I owe this. But first, not only that, Tyrese, you owe legal fees for stuff with your ex-wife because you refuse to let go. I think had Tyrese stopped fighting a long time ago, you wouldn't have went down there bankrupt from lawyer fees. That's the get you gotcha. Tyrese was being so difficult and holding on to beefing with that lady. He spent more in lawyer fees than he was making. So that's your fault. Now, thank God the money came from somewhere. I don't know where. But he also should say, you know what? God maybe is helping me because I need to stop. Tyrese just fight the lady left and right and left. So, sir, you caused all the fees.
I'm good, but I'm not that good. How can you not recognize the goodness in God when he shows up every single time? Every time. Some of y'all are missing out.
At one point in the video, he was in his prayer closet. At one point, he was talking about how his daddy just died. Look, y'all know I do my due diligence, right? So the crazy thing is, I found the longer video, and we're not gonna watch all of it at all. However, he was talking about the daddy dying. He was talking about he wanted a hug from TD Jakes to give him strength. He was flying from one place to the next place for a wedding.
In the bits and pieces.
I had to put fast forward on it a little bit.
And what he's doing for you. Or do you only recognize God when he does something big?
Cause the blogs put up short clips. I'm like, no, I need the drama. It's the kid. He is a male version of Tamar.
I've been having some intimate and beautiful exchanges and moments with God. And I know it's him. I know it's him because it's impossible that something that I thought was on the brink of destruction got turned around. I might be handsome. I might have the gift of the gab. I might live in this. I might be an entertainer. I might be all of these different things, but I can't say that I'm responsible for that. I didn't fix that. I'm not the reason I didn't file for bankruptcy. Just last week. I'm not the reason that some way, somehow, all of these legal fees that have stressed me out, all of the legal fees that I owe my ex, somehow showed up.
Now, where it come from, Tyrese? Let us know. Maybe we want to tap that well, too.
I'm good, but I'm not that good. How can you not recognize the goodness in God when he shows up every single time?
He was talking so slow.
Every time. Some of y'all are missing out. Oh, you're missing out. Oh, you out here trying to figure it all out by yourself. You out here thinking that your marriage is going to last without inviting Jesus in to help you through all the stuff.
Now, he had 2 failed marriages. So is that why your marriage failed?
You think that car note gonna get paid because you putting on a nice outfit to drive that car that's behind 5-6 months in payments. You think that mortgage and that rent is just gonna somehow get paid. See, you think it's about you.
But Tyrese, you was the one going back and forth to court with ex-wives and then not really working around here. So are you the one who was not really paying it forward? And that's why you couldn't afford the bills?
I'm here to tell you, if you invite God into your most intimate and vulnerable places and spaces, oh, you're gonna see. Oh no, don't diminish God. Don't make it seem like you can press a button. He go bing, 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 bing. My wish is your command. No, it's so much more intimate than that. My father just passed away.
Now, Woody brought up a dead dad. That's, oh Lord, not a dead daddy. Y'all know I'm very sensitive about dead daddies. And I said, wait a minute, so I said, well, did the money come from a dead daddy? I said, did the dead daddy leave him some money? Because again, sometimes dead daddies leave money.
I went to Charleston, South Carolina yesterday. There's a brother that's on CNN. He just celebrated 10 years of marriage. So he brought Bishop T.D. Jakes to Charleston, South Carolina to renew his vows with his beautiful wife.
So I said, well, did the CNN man pay him the money? Is that where it came from? Because the whole time I'm like, you're discussing how you came into this windfall of money to pay the bills. I thought you would say how the money came into your pockets.
This man paid me to go and sing to his wife.
Okay, so Tyrese, you are telling us, you as a paid singer, as half you got paid to sing? Okay, but it also can show you because look, Tyrese is a great entertainer. And once you are so distracted from your own antics that you block your own blessings, that's your fault, Tyrese.
So Tyrese is a favorite. Sweet lady, lately. What am I gonna do? Stay. My wife loves you, bro. I just want to surprise her with you. I missed my flight. And I was like, Bishop T.D. Jakes is gonna be there?
Now again, y'all, it started off with them saying, I was gonna go bankruptcy. I was gonna file for bankruptcy. The money I owed to my ex-wife for the legal fees came through. Then it went to a dead daddy. Then it went to TDJ's at the wedding. Then the man paid him to come to said wedding. Now he didn't miss his flight.
My father just died. Oh, I can use a hug from Jake's. I need this so badly. But I missed my flight. So the good people at Delta Airlines. It's all God. Oh, you talented, Tyrese. But are you this talented? I missed my flight.
The sun is beaming. It's a real good sun beaming as he tells the story.
And I decided to not leave the airport and pray. I said, I can't let this man down. He could have invited anybody to sing at his wedding. Maybe the flight was canceled because God just wanted me to stay at home and just mourn and process. Something said, stay at the airport. My assistant, hey, should we send the driver back to pick you up? I said, no. All of the other flights are full. There's no room. There's no way for you to get on another flight. I just sat there.
Get out them people airport. Why aren't you bugging them people? Round there with your boss, so probably upset, causing a ruckus. But he stayed there.
I didn't move. I said, God, I trust you. I'm going to get on this flight. Whatever the next flight is, it don't matter what airline. I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to let you fix it. On behalf of the sanctuary of marriage, this man wants me to be there for his wife. I'm going to let you fix it, God. I missed it.
Now, considering how much we've seen Tyrese have issues with his marriages, with relationships with people, would you think that the person you want singing to you at your vow renewal, okay, would be Tyrese? I don't look, not at my wedding, maybe at my birthday party. Okay, I might be husband. He's had 2 failed marriages, husband. Maybe let's not invite him here. Okay, maybe on date night. Surprise me with Tyrese on date night. Okay, maybe not as our wedding stuff.
The other thing that I was pissed about. Yesterday was the deadline for the Grammys.
So we went from bankruptcy, paid off lawyer fees, a dead daddy, want to hug from TD Jakes, the CNN man want him to come sing at the wedding. He missed his flight. Okay, he's standing in the airport and whatnot. Now we on the Grammys. Okay, now we on the Grammys.
Scrambling, trying to figure out, should I drop another album? Will I be able to drop another album? I ended up sitting at this airport for 4 hours.
Or
I'm on the phone with the engineers. Richard Furch, Jaime, my engineer, for the whole 4 hours. Mixing songs. Yesterday was great. I'm mixing songs. The album is called Painfully Beautiful. Beautiful Pain now has a cousin named Painfully Beautiful.
Now this is why I say he and Tamar are like siblings, are like twins, because the same way Tamar tried to use the broken nose and the busted teeth and almost dying to promote her project, Tyrese is using bankruptcy, a dead daddy, a CNN man's wedding, a missed flight, and the Grammys to do what? Promote his next project. Can y'all see it?
I mean, look.
I'm just saying.
I'm sitting there. I'm on the phone. People next to me think I'm crazy. I'm singing all loud, saying, no, the song is supposed to end with that run, not that run. Yee, no, not that, no. It's still pitchy. It's this, it's that. I'm literally on the phone, mixing Painfully Beautiful while I'm at the airport.
Let me keep mentioning my album, Painfully Beautiful, Beautiful Pain. Let me promote.
So I missed my flight. I got 4 hours to mix my song, hoping that I can get it dropped and released yesterday before the Grammy cutoff. The instrumental album for Beautiful Pain got released in time for the Grammy cutoff.
So is that where the money came from? Because it started off with, I was going to file for bankruptcy. Okay, Chris Brown, where's Chris? He was been swallowed up.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
He was been swallowed up with debt. So I'm still like, is that where the money came from now? The Grammys?
No vocals. It's called Beautiful Pain with no vocals. Now you can listen to all of the music with no vocals from Beautiful Pain. And then yesterday, I was able to drop Painfully Beautiful. And then, as soon as I finished the album.
Now, he making a crying noise like Tamar did, but it ain't no tears now. But he crying in his brain.
And my engineer said it's done. And we sent the files. And the dude who runs the streaming platform for Gamma, he said, I got the folder. I got the files. I'm like, are you serious? He said, we good. I think we're going to make it in time. He's uploading Painfully Beautiful. And then, as soon as he finished it, the woman from Delta with a red jacket walks up to me. And she says, are you Mr. Gibson? Because I'm wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask at the gate. I'm emotional because I'm sharing the goodness of God.
Now, look, God said.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get thrown in stuff?
I'm wearing a mask at my gate. I'm talking loud as hell with my engineers and the dude from the streaming platform, Gamma. Shout out to Larry Jackson. I love you, brother. So, I got my mask on. Nobody knows it's me. Then the woman from Delta Airlines walks up to me. She says, are you Mr. Gibson? I look up and I go, yeah. We were able to get you on the next flight. Come on, not another crying video, but this is a crying video for gratitude. We were able to get you on the next flight. I said, are you serious? I said, I was supposed to be in Charleston, South Carolina to sing at a wedding, and I really wanted to run into Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Now, when you were sitting in the airport for all them hours, did you call the people and tell the people you couldn't make the wedding? Because you ain't never said you was with. Did you ever call the man and say, hey, I can't make it. I'm not going to be there. The flight is canceled. Because he never mentioned letting me know he wasn't coming.
Because I need him to pray for me. I can't wait to get a hug. I hope his wife is there. She said, yes, we were able to get you on the next flight. She hands me the ticket. I grab my bag. I'm running through the terminal. I get to the gate. I check in. They got me sitting in coach. I wouldn't care if I was under the plane with baggage claim. I'm sitting in coach.
Is he in a mansion? Don't they live in a mansion? Is he fighting for his life? Where are Kelly at? Ira?
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I'm in seat 30 on the exit row. Like I'm about to go to this wedding. All this man wanted for his wife is for me to sing 4 or 5 songs. And I'm rejoicing in the kingdom that I get to go do something, contribute to the beauty of this man being married for 10 years. And I'm like, oh man, I think I miss Bishop T.D. Jakes because what he did for them, he renewed their vows. But that was almost 5 hours ago. So I'm sitting in coach in the exit row. Seat 30. A red jacket walks up to me again. Mr. Gibson, it's a different person. I said, yes. Follow me, please. Just get your bag and follow me. I'm in seat 30. Wasn't supposed to be on the plane. Thank you, Jesus. I'm in seat 30. He walks me up. I get upgraded to first class.
Oh, you surprised? You surprised that Tyrese Gibson, the bald singer, was moved from coach to first class? Okay.
Oh, it's one of those days. God is doing it. I dropped a new album, Painfully Beautiful. I missed my flight. I got 4 hours to mix and master all of the songs. It's being uploaded on the streaming platforms, available for everybody. I get on the next flight that was sold out. They said, the next flight is at 6:15. The next flight is at 8 o'clock. If you get on the 8 o'clock, guarantee you're going to miss the wedding. I get on the 6:15, y'all. Not only am I on the 6:15, but I got upgraded to first class. Not only am I in first class, but I finished and I was able to release a drop album, Painfully Beautiful.
So was it never about the bankruptcy? Was it never about how you paid off the debt to your ex-wife with lawyer fees? Condolences to your daddy dead. May he rest in peace. just saying.
And to top it all off, this is what makes it sweet. This is what makes it sweet. I land. I knew Bishop Jakes was gone. There ain't no way Bishop Jakes is still there. What he did and what he was supposed to do was 5 hours ago. I was like, oh man, I really wanted to see him. I really wanted this man to pray for me, pray over me.
Don't you got that man number? Why don't you just call him? You want to call him? Call him.
So my plane land. I said, hey, Ty. I said, what? Bishop Jakes is still here. I said, what? Yeah, he's waiting on you. Him and his wife. They said they want to see you. They want to pray for you. They want to pray over you. They've been here waiting for 5 hours. Nigga.
Then what you crying for?
He knew you missed your flight. He knew you wanted to see him. What he was there to do is already over. He could have just jumped on his plane and headed home. He waited around for you. He knows what you're dealing with. He stuck around for 5 hours. He waited on you. How can you not know that there's a God? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. For all of your friends, family, loved ones, all of the producers you could ever think of, tag them in this post. I'm talking about the ones that actually play the keyboard, the ones that really play the horn and the strings, the ones that really play the organs, your favorite music.
So you praising God or you promoting the album? Is you praising God or is you promoting an album? I'm just wondering. You're doing a lot.
Musicians at church, you have to put your ears on Beautiful Pain, the album, the instrumental album. Shout out to David Foster. Shout out to Brandon Bam Hodge. Genius. There's no vocals. Beautiful Pain instrumental album. And then I just randomly dropped Beautiful Pain's cousin called Painfully Beautiful.
First of all, it's the same goddamn name. Switched around, okay? So the reason I had to pull up the longer version of what he said, because the social media people around here like, oh, he's just praising God because of a debt being paid off. I'm like, if you watch the full video, Tyrese was using the death of his daddy, a random person's wedding, a missed flight to South Carolina to promote his album. Okay, now I'm happy that he is in touch with his emotional side to say, hey, in all days and always, thank God for your blessings. I'm not negating that. However, Tyrese was up here promoting his album. Okay, we still don't know where the money came from. Did you sing the songs at the wedding? You brought the dead daddy. Did he get you some money too? Why did you not just call Bishop Jakes and the wife? So the reason I say, Tamar and Tyrese are the same, they both use a whole bunch of other shit to try to attach it to their music and whatnot, versus just saying, hey, y'all, I have a new album out. I have a new album out and I want y'all to go get it. No, I need tears and dead parents and legal fees and missed flights and weddings and I almost didn't make it. Never could have made it. Okay, and I'm like, sir,
not on my watch.
Just promote the music. Okay? Just promote the music. Okay, so I'm just saying, kudos to him and congrats to him for acknowledging, oh my God, the money came miraculously out of the thin air. As you see, he never said where it came from or how it got there. Never said that, but I'm assuming maybe either the dead daddy paid it or the wedding man paid it. Stop suing people. Okay. Anyway, uh, I'm like that man wasn't being regular the whole time. Not today. Not ever. Who we got left? We did Lil Nas, we did Tory. Porsha. Porsha is suing Simon in a way. Okay. We know they're divorced. We know that there's a court order to enforce the prenup. We know that in that court order, okay, the judge said Porsha get what the prenup said. She gets to keep the house. If she sells it, you get 50% equity in it or whatever. She gets $40K per month. You have to pay her lawyer fees. And Simon said, I ain't doing none of that shit. Simon said, I'm not over there. Leave me alone. Okay. So Porsha is now at the judge to hold Simon in contempt because she is claiming he owes $607,359.55. Okay. For the marital residence expenses, alimony payments, attorney fees, and property taxes. Okay. So she wants him to give up his share of the equity in the house. You know what I wish, and it's gonna sound mean. I wish the judge forced them to sell that house and split the proceeds. Because now I feel like they both are using the house as like a get you gotcha back and forth to each other. Okay, so per the legal documents by TMZ, she doesn't want to keep waiting for him to pay stuff. Now remember, Simon's lawyer put a lien on the house because Simon owes them like $227,000 in legal fees. So Porsha filed her own legal documents claiming Simon owes again expenses, alimony payments, and attorney fees and property taxes. She's like his non-payment is a knowing it says non-payment, a knowing, intentional, and or ongoing respect for the court's orders. Look, I want my stuff. Okay, he owes 600 grand or almost 700 grand or whatever. Give me the house. You know what I'm saying? The equity that would have came from the house, let me keep it to pay what he owed. And again, I don't know why they did not sell that house, split the money, and then go their separate ways. They're both using it to get at each other. Him not paying legal fees and knowing the only asset he has currently that house, and then her saying, well, he ain't paid this, he ain't paid that. He should have to give up his equity, and then I can use that to pay off what I gotta pay off. And they're both, to me, being petty. And I get it. I fully get there's a prenup that she's supposed to get these things, but they were scamming each other. They were scheming and scamming each other. So to me, sell that damn house. They didn't have no kids together. They had no other joint property. If that was the only piece of property they had together as a unit, sell that shit and split it. Period. It's stupid now. They're both doing shit to get at the other one. And I don't even care no damn more. And more than likely, I don't even think Porsha can fully afford a house on her own. And I would never want to live in a place I can afford on my own. I always tell people, when you move in somewhere, if you can't afford all the bills yourself, if the only way you can afford to be this with somebody else helping you, don't do it. Now, I get when you are a couple in a full-fledged marriage unit, that's different. You get shit. You get things together. To me, Porsha and Simon were never a unit. They were going together. They were dating. They was having sex and whatnot, but they were never a complete couple unit buying something for themselves. To me, Porsha and Simon were always trying to prove to the people they were in love. Let's buy this big ass house I can't afford it on my own. I'm gonna need your money for it because you paying the bills. And because my thing is, girl, anyway. Let's hope the judge rules, sell the goddamn house and leave me out of it. Okay. Now, Lizzo. So Lizzo's a quick little Lizzo. It's a quick little Lizzo thing. In one of the airlines has changed the rules. They want to start charging plus size people like myself. Okay. They want to charge plus size people who can't fit in one seat alone. You have to buy an extra seat. Now, this is my thing. As a plus size representative, a plus size people of America, I fully feel like most planes, trains, automobiles, and etc. do not have seating for bigger people. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Because the way things were made before, it wasn't built that way. That's again, planes, trains, buses, all that shit. The seats are small, and sometimes the seats is not even for like bigger people. Like you have to be like a small person, or whatever. So most planes, trains, buses, automobiles, they weren't built with bigger seats. Now, is it fair that if I'm a bigger person, I can fit my ass in one seat? No. But it's also not unfair. It's because of the way things were built. Yeah, a lot of folk can't fit. And I think step one is planes need to take 3 rows and make bigger seats. It's that simple. Planes, trains, buses, all that stuff, they need to start remodeling at least some seats to make bigger seats for bigger people. So that way I don't need to pay more money for a bigger seat. But I also can understand if you are a plus size person and you're not fitting in the seat, the person sitting next to you, it's not fair for them that you are taking up some of their space too. So I'm like, look, sometimes they need to be a plus size seat, with maybe a seat and a half, and then the regular size seat. Now I get it. That means they can't fit more people on the plane, but so what? It's the time now to where it's not about charging plus size people extra. It's not about inconveniencing smaller size people to be squished. It's about they need to start updating seating that is globally used for all people. Okay? These little ass seats that barely fit a regular sized person needs to be just a bit bigger. And that's just what it is. But Lizzo, like, oh, y'all, no, Lizzo, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I think until they get the seats made to where they are bigger, wider, or whatever, for the time being, if I am a plus size person, I have to pay for 2 seats. That's my cross to bear. I can't be pissed because you know why? I know I'm big. For people who are tall with long legs, they may need to, they may need more room too. It's not only about someone who's fat. It's tall people, fat people, or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, there needs to be more space made for people who aren't, just small. Because I won't say normal size. What I will say is there are people who are bigger. And they may not be my size big. They may be Queen Latifah size big. They may be Lizzo big. And they still need extra space. I can't be upset if I know for a fact the planes that were made are not made with bigger seats. I may have to buy. I would buy 2 seats in general. Truth be told, when I go to movie theaters, I buy 2 seats, not because I can't fit in one. I don't like no one sitting next to me. So whenever we go to the movies, I always buy 1 extra seat because I'm like, I don't want anyone next to me. Period. So if I know and you know the theater seats now, like even the theater seats now at a movie theater. We have like the MJR here. Don't start the theaters now. Their seats are made bigger. So to me, the theaters have now realized, hey, we can't have these, you know, the regular size seats. We have these comfortable reclining seats that are made for bigger people or whatever, and it's great. But I buy an extra seat at a theater even because I just don't want anyone sitting next to me. And no matter how many people come in with us or whatever, it's always, they will always get an extra seat. I don't want anyone right next to me. You know what I'm saying? But part one is the planes, planes, trains, bus, even cars. Regular sized cars need to be a bit more wider. Because you know what I'm saying, people got hips now. Okay, full-fledged hips now. So that everything needs to be more size inclusive. Now, I'm not saying if you weigh 600 pounds, they're gonna have a 600-pound size seat. I ain't saying that. Okay. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying all the seating in any form of transportation are really smaller for regular people, in general. So if it's smaller for regular size folks, plus size folks, is, you know what I'm saying. But Lizzo, you can't make it seem as if that's not right, because it is. So Lizzo, be quiet. Okay, you can't call out airlines who they know, hey, the seat don't fit one person. So if you want 2 seats for right now, you have to pay for 2. That's my fat ass cross to bear. Okay, if my clothes are more expensive, the seat gonna be more expensive too. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a way to let anyone off the hook until the seats are made bigger. That's just what I have to do. Either that or lose some weight. I'm doing both. Anyway, so that was Lizzo. Oh, congrats to French Montana. He engaged. And ain't she a princess? Yeah, he's engaged to Dubai princess. I can't pronounce her name. Is it Sheikha? Mahara? They're engaged. Okay. Congrats. It's a beautiful ring. It's a huge ring. So congrats to that man for that. Lastly, I think we got left for Tamar. I think all is left for Tamar. Let me see. Because we did Tyrese, we did Porsha and them. Okay, let's get into the funky Dineva and them of it all. But y'all know what y'all need to do. What y'all think y'all need to do. Okay, y'all need to take 30 good ass seconds, because I asked y'all to. Okay, and like the video. And we're back. So the debacle that is Tamar and fucking Dineva has been going on all week. And if it was not one thing, it was enough. Now, I still firmly believe that Tamar is full of shit in one way or the other. Okay. I still firmly believe that Tamar could have easily, said that, oh, Funky didn't do this or whatever, but she did not. And that caused more of a ruckus on social media. So we've already went through all the stuff that has happened. We know that Tamar went live on TikTok. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the Tamar on TikTok? Did y'all see it? Did y'all watch it? Okay. Tamar was on. I don't have to lie about anything. Tamar was live on TikTok, and that I put that video up. What's today? Today's Sunday. Saturday morning, I think it was. Okay, so hopefully y'all seen what she said, and if not, go watch. I don't want to go back over. That was 8 minutes, child. We don't want to do that. Okay, and we don't want to go over that. But when Tamar went on the TikTok live and was saying, I don't do drugs, other folks do drugs, I pay for the birthday party, you know, it ain't me. Why am I blocked him? I don't want no drama and blah 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 blah. She also, we seen her full face for the first time. Okay, because we had not really seen Tamar since she said she had a fractured nose, woke up in a pool of blood, and all the teeth in the front was gone. Okay. So when she was on the TikTok live, I said, "Ooh, okay, you know, that's what she looked like." Okay. I mean, I'm not upset. I kept saying I was looking for. I have just never known somebody to have. I feel like when my sister had her wig, she had 2 wigs to put in the back. Her whole face was swollen for like a week. And that was just from, you know, them going in and pulling 2 teeth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've seen people who have these, you know, accidents or whatever, and they fall and break a tooth or a mouth or whatever. You know, typically, there's a lot of swelling for at least a week or 2. But Tamar sings, I said it before and I said it again, she has the Wolverine healing powers. Okay. Tamar is a full-on X-Men around here. Because when we seen the teeth missing in her mouth, per her recollection, okay, it did not look like she had been through that trauma, okay, at all. And so that confused me a little bit. Now, look.
I don't have to. I didn't lie about anything. I don't have to lie
because somebody had asked me on my story or somewhere else, was this picture of Tamar real or fake? And I'm like, that was her face.
Who's going to check me? Who? I pay my own bills. I pay most of everybody's bills that you know. I pay for birthday parties since I'm a horrible friend.
Y'all want to watch this one more time? Put in the comment section real fast either yes or no, because this is 8 minutes. Do y'all want me to watch? Do y'all want me to let this play through? Yes or no? If y'all do, I will. If not, I'll remove it. Let me see. It take a second for it to pop up on my screen. Okay, cool. So I only had 2 yeses and the others was no's. Okay, good. So again, that's her face. Okay, that's her face. Now, when she was on here talking cash money shit or whatever, and I blocked you, I'm done with you, and blah blah blah. So Funky did respond back after she did that on TikTok. Now I feel like, because Funky only go live Monday through Friday, he don't really do weekend lives. Okay, so I feel like on Monday he may say something. When because it's a holiday, maybe Tuesday, I don't know. But the first thing he posted, because she sent her thing, I paid for your birthday. Okay, I paid for your birthday, whatever. And so he said, you didn't pay anything for me. The sign and sparkler said, Tamar, I didn't even want to be there. Okay, he said the whole internet saw the fact that I didn't want to be there. I hate the club. I was trying to go home. You begged me to come. I'm not the rest of them folks you be with. I pay what I weigh. Every time we go out, I always pull out my card and pay because I never want you or anyone else to think I needed I needed or wanted anything from you. You wanted to go to V12. You drank the people liquor, so you paid for it. Ain't that how it goes? Anyway, I got one implant, and the right side of my face was swollen for 4 days. Your whole mouth fell out, and your nose caved in. Yet here you are making appearances and videos. I love when the lies take care of themselves. Done paid that Spanish lady to lie. You did 4 days in the hospital and had oral surgery to fix all your teeth, and now you are in perfect condition to appear in public with no bruising or swelling. If that ain't true, then if that's all true, I'm Britney Spears. So he was like, you lying. Okay, some ain't right in the milk. Some ain't clean in the milk. Now, I then went back to Funky's page because shout out to Layla Lynn. Shout out to Layla Lynn. Layla Lynn caught this on Tamar's story. Okay, of Tamar posting, the 2 pictures. And one picture was a receipt. The other one was a picture of Tamar in the hospital or whatever. The receipt say, shitty friend reports next time I'm called a liar. It will come with a lawsuit. Enough is enough. Please leave me alone. So again, they're threatening the lawsuit to Funky Dineva. Based on him saying that she did not pay for him. Okay. That he paid his own way. So this is her. Now, I don't know which is, I guess, the Ruth Chris, which is $417. $417 at Ruth Chris is not even a lot of money. Okay. Ruth Chris steaks cost about $80. Okay. For her saying, if you do it again, I'm a sue, lawsuit, bloppy, bloppy, blue. Okay. Also, in the other picture of her with his hat on, even her with his hat on, it don't look like someone who had oral surgery. Okay. It don't, where the blood at? Ain't no drop of blood. I'm just saying. And it said defamation is a serious case. And now the doctor Amir, who was the dental doctor, and I take our reputation very serious. So again, she sued. Defamation, child. I'm a sue. Now she posted this and deleted it. Because she good for post and delete. Okay. But again, shout out to Layla Lynn, because Layla Lynn caught it and did a video about it. And I saw Layla Lynn's video. Okay. So to me, the picture of her face don't look like there's no nose fracture. The teeth don't look, there's no swelling in the mouth of having 4, 5 busted out teeth. Okay, at the all. And again, her showing the receipt that she paid, and I had to zoom in, and I did see the date for it was the day they went to Ruth Chris for his birthday. Now the get you gotcha was, I then went back to Funky page. I do my due diligence, because I'm nosy, and this post is from the 16th. Okay, when that's a Ruth Chris steak, that's a Ruth Chris plate. I know because I love Ruth Chris. Okay, so he posted in real time them at the restaurant. He just posted his food. He said, "When I tell you I'm in love right now, because it's the food, child. Ruth Chris has really good food. They do when they get it right. I've heard sometimes they get it wrong, but not on my watch. So he did post them at the restaurant. Okay. After that, he also brought up how this is him at the club. Okay. They went from Ruth Chris to the club. But he do look like, I don't really want to be here. I'm old. I want to go home. Okay. Leave me alone. Okay. So he was in the club. That's in Tamar. Okay. He also put up the following day, see me in the club, no longer get along. Bottles, sparklers, and shots are no longer my friends. I'm up here hugging a pillow. Okay. An IV. I need the energies and whatnot. Okay. He also, this the video. And I never noticed before, the video does have sparklers. It do say Tamar. If you paid for his birthday, why does the sparklers and the sign say Tamar? Let's watch. I never noticed until he said the shit got your name on it. If it's for him, look at the signs in the back, y'all. We see sparklers. Okay, and hit the sign. The sign behind is that say Tamar. That do not say fucking Dineva. So if you had a party for Funky, if you paid for his party, why does the sparklers and the sign have your name on it? If it's for his birthday. Funky ain't got no T in it or no M. Okay. And he back there. Because he didn't want to be there. Again, Tamar. Tamar. So Tamar saying, well, I paid for his birthday. No, you didn't. Yes. And the arms around Tamar. So how was it his party? I don't see no happy birthday balloons at all. It ain't no funky face sign, nothing at all. And he told us, I want to go home. And again, I know a lot of folks don't like him or whatever, but if I follow him, I don't know him, but I know him. You know what I'm saying? But Funky don't be hanging out like that. We don't see him at parties. The only time we see him at a party is if he's hosting something. Like he ain't a go out kind of person. Tamar is. He looked like, wow, I guess I'm here, child. I guess so. What's going on? I don't know, child. What happened? Because Tamar like attention. So yeah, we got the Tamar signs. We have the little sparklers. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm here, let me act like I'm having a good time because I'm on camera now. Okay, because I guess we here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So Tamar, that wasn't his party. It wasn't. And that was his point. Like, you ain't paid shit for me. You ain't. Now I'm like, God, I didn't even think about it at first. And he looked like, I'm just here. I guess. Okay, child. I have to dance. Okay. So again, girl, the fuck about. So he then said her next act, she's gonna act like she's gonna hurt herself. And Tamar in the past have done that to where something will happen, she'll get backlash from it. And then my mental health, I can't handle it, mentally. And she'll post stuff that seems as if she's struggling mentally to survive on this end of life. So it's like everybody already know her MO. And he like, bitch, miss me with the bullshit. Now, secondly from that, despite her going live on the TikTok, okay, with a face that don't look like it was Bruce. Layla Lynn catching the post and delete post she made showing a receipt that saying that she paid for a dinner. And again, if it's your friend's birthday, why would friend pay? I have never been to someone's birthday dinner and they paid for their food. You know what I'm saying? And her post in this picture, which didn't prove nothing because it still don't look like you had any damage to your face. Your nose still don't look fractured. And you face tuning your face. But her dentist, okay, the dentist, Dr. Amira, because folks kept questioning when the Dr. Amira video came out, a lot of people was questioning, well, why would a dentist, diagnose somebody with sleepwalking? How can a dentist, say this, that, or the other? So on the Shade Room, was the Shade Room is there? I think it was. Yeah. The dentist went onto the Shade Room and made a comment to defend herself because folks was, she a fake doctor. Tamar must have paid her. she broke HIPAA law. So, people were going at the doctor for her video that she made about Tamar when she showed Tamar's face. And the doctor said, let me pull up so I can see it myself. I can't see. Hold on. She said, Dr. Mira, who was the Miami doctor who went on and said, matter of fact, she would have said Tamar teeth is missing because of the whole possible sleepwalking or whatever. The doctor did speak in a way that made it seem as if there was a diagnosis of sleepwalking that was the cause. So she did say that in a matter of fact way. So she's defending herself. She said, this will be my only time I address this. Many are asking about the fractured septum. Dentists aren't medical doctors, but we are trained in the face and oral cavity to recognize when something looks suspicious. I did not confirm the fracture. That was confirmed by her medical team. It is also very common for dental and medical teams to communicate and work closely together in cases like this. What I did confirm is that I treated Tamar after her injury. Our focus is on the dental side while her medical team investigates how this happened. The sleepwalking was mentioned only as a possible cause through her medical team, not me who were looking for answers. For those of you that don't know, sleepwalking can be, in fact, extremely dangerous, and there have been other reported cases of patients injuring their face, mouth, and other parts of their body while sleepwalking and having no recollection. Lastly, for those concerned about HIPAA, this was something Tamar chose to share so her story could help others. I would never disclose without consent, nor could I ever be paid to make a false claim. It is illegal and would risk the thriving practice I have built over the years with integrity. God bless. Now, her point was, leave me out the bullshit. I didn't do shit. If Tamar lying about how it wasn't on me. Okay, it wasn't on me. But I think Dr. Mira did speak as if it came from her or her team. And it did feel like she was advising on a I know basis. Even her saying that the sleepwalking thing was a possibility. Like, why mention that if y'all don't know it's a fact? If y'all still don't know what happened, stop speculating. I think that was the bigger thing. I like that she cleared up that she did not diagnose the fractured nose, which was great. But I think her thing was, okay, I'm starting to get attacked based on this whole thing. Now, Tamar had went and commented on the Shade Room as well, and she put in, y'all won. There's no album. I'm going to my farm, and you would never hear from me again. I'm sorry for everything. And she does that. She puts forth these, I'm going to go away forever. I'm going to go away forever. Girl, stop. Stop. Just stop. We don't need that at all. Okay. Even with her page, let's see, Tamar Braxton. She a child now she want because she on prep, child. She got to promote the prep. She hasn't really said much else, but I still feel like, girl, how you talking to your teeth broken? Anyway, her stories is what she's been mostly posting here. But this like child Jesus quotes, no weapons and stuff. She's posting Bible verses now, okay? Cause that's what she does. Tamar has a consistent MO that she follows every time she's. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to do a video. Tamar versus everybody, because if we go over all the people she's had beef with, it all tracks to being kind of Tamar's fault. How things either escalate or they blow up more than what it had to be. You know what I'm saying? From her and Candy, her and Michelle, her and Funky, her and everybody. her and YouTubers. Okay. So I think for the most part, we've all said in from the beginning, Tamar did not need to even tell us that something happened, because once we saw you look regular. So had you not posted nothing, we would have never known something happened. You look the same. You know what I'm saying? So you made a post about some things and said, oh, this happened. And we all then felt like, well, why did it happen? How did it happen? What had happened? And I don't know what happened. Maybe, and I think even if someone sleepwalk, could they? Because she went from saying she was by herself, but found by a friend. It's I don't know. And I still feel like, the mouth got busted, and she wanted to use that to promote her album. And maybe she did not know how to express. She know how to express what happened. She might not know what happened for real. That could absolutely be true, but that's even a better reason to not say nothing yet until you know what happened, and then speak on how it happened. But if your mouth broken, your nose fractured, you can't walk around that good, why are you out here doing shows and shit? Go sit down somewhere and heal, Tamar. So sometimes her adding more stuff makes people question it more. And I think the fact that she came out and she looks like herself makes folks who have had dental work done wonder how you don't have no swelling, and you talking right. If you lost all your frontals, wouldn't you be talking different because the teeth in your mouth ain't your teeth? So I think a lot of it comes from Tamar has walked herself into a path of always. It always seemed like Tamar be lying. And so when she says something, we have to be like, well, is it real? Because she be lying. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that, again, no one in her family, not Tawanda, not Trina, not Tony, not her mama, no one has came out in support of her and said, my baby was really hurt. My daughter, if the fact that mama Evelyn ain't said shit, Vince ain't said shit, she ain't got no friends. Even whoever, if the doctor who did the work was able to come out and say, this happened, the friend who found you, why can't they come out and say, I came in the room and found her? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But she said, I'm not going to do the album no more. There's no more album. I'm going to go to my farm and be quiet. But that's not true. That isn't true. That isn't true. Funky, again, he may say something. I don't know. We got to wait till he'll live on either Monday or Tuesday to see what he has to say. Okay? Anyway, guess what, y'all? I'm done. Okay? We are done for Sunday Night Live, okay? I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'll have some kind of live. I don't know what. Because, of course, I'm off work tomorrow. So we'll come and have a little chit-chat tomorrow about whatever is going on. But y'all, have y'all already did a few things for me? Okay? Did y'all like the video? Did you like it? Subscribe. Okay? We have good chats all the time. And now that all the shows coming back in September, I'll have more reviews up and stuff. Okay, but y'all like and subscribe. Okay. Next Sunday we'll have a live for Love and Marriage Huntsville. It was off the air this week and stuff. But again, thank y'all for being around here. Good time to have it all. I appreciate y'all. Okay, thanks to all my mods, members, and all of that. But yeah, Tamar, I want Tamar to get together. Period. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Have a good holiday. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay. Be good. Bye.
Bye.